Alright. Whoever's following me, better show yourself now. Huh? What are you?
Pichu! Pichu!
Aha! What? Huh. I could have sworn someone was following me. Was I just imagining it? But I could have sworn I heard footsteps. Huh? What? What? Where did you come from? Answer me! Do you have some sort of magical powers or something? Look, I don't have anything for you. So leave me alone and stop following me! Okay, now I'm starting to get paranoid. But that stupid thing won't leave me alone. You're almost home. You're almost home. Just gotta pass by this bridge and I'll... Okay. I've had enough of this nonsense! Since you didn't heed my warning the first time, let me reinforce it! Stay away from me, or else I will be the last thing you'll ever see! Got it? Why, you little... You're challenging me? Well, aren't you bold? You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. Well, alright then. Come here so I can kick you deep into the stratosphere! Are you okay? Alright. Come on. I'll find you something to eat. Well, come on already. Unless you want to sit there starving to death. Alright, we're here. This is where I live. Wait here.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No.
Are you sure?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh.
Wait. Did you just talk?
I was talking this whole time. You must have been ignoring everything I said.
I didn't even know what you were saying earlier!
Wait, really?
Yes! All I kept hearing was the same word over and over again. Now all of a sudden you're speaking my language!
Your language? But I'm still speaking mine.
What? I'm so confused. Look, now that you got what you wanted, I'm pretty sure you're gonna leave now, right?
Huh?
Isn't that what you were bugging me for this whole time?
No, of course not. You were scary to me at first, but then you started flying. It was really cool, so I wanted to get to know you and maybe become friends with you. I just really got hungry following you around all day.
Well, that isn't my fault.
I know.
Regardless of your reasons for following me, I want to be alone. I don't need friends.
Sounds like the words of someone who does need friends.
Just shut up and leave, will ya?
Jeez, what happened to you to being so doom and gloom?
You. Now leave. Finally. That's enough weirdness for me today. Huh? What? Is this for me?
Yeah, I wanted to give you this as a thanks for giving me food. Also, you look kinda hungry, so I figured this would be a good gift.
What are you talking about? I'm not... Thanks for the food.
You're welcome.
There was this weird creature I met back in the World Brawl. I forgot his name. I think it was Ion or something. He was kind of a friend, I guess. Could barely call him that, really, if I have to be honest. But I could trust him. He snapped me out of whatever trance I was in. If he didn't, I probably wouldn't be here trying to live a life of solitude. I wonder if he's still around.
Maybe. Do you miss him? Come on, you can tell me. It's okay to miss someone.
Yeah, a little bit.
See, was that so hard?
Shut up!
You're embarrassed because I'm messing with your macho-ness. I don't blame you for missing him, though. There's someone I'm missing a lot, too.
Who?
My mama. We separated a long time ago. There was a skirmish between us and a greenie. Mama told me to hide, but after that, everyone was gone. I hadn't seen her since.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I'm not sad about it. Well, not like I used to. Mama told me to stay strong, even in the worst times. That's why I'm going to enjoy my life to the fullest, as much as I can, and not cry too hard.
You're a tough little guy, aren't you?
Yep. Though if I wasn't hungry, I would totally kick your butt back there for hurting me.
As if. Besides, I was trying to tell you to back off for the longest, so you deserved it. Seems like you were ignoring me that whole time.
By the way, what's your name?
Dark Pit.
Oh, that's a really cool name!
You think so?
Yeah.
It's about time someone thought so.
Whoever doesn't think it's cool is mad because they don't have a cool name like yours. Looks like all that food made you sleepy, huh?
Yeah.
Can I sleep next to you?
No! Sure. Alright, so today I had to sort out the rest of the paperwork, write a letter to the mayor about an upcoming parade, run an errand for Violet since she's running out of supplies for her school, and then check up on Ridley and Brinestar's depths to see if he's still docile. What else? Alright, deliver a package for Isabelle before she leaves for her 5-day vacation 3 days from now. On the back burner, but we'll still keep in mind. That package hasn't arrived yet, so I guess I'll just make do until it comes around. Let's see, what else? I'm really sorry, Lady Palutena.
It's alright, Pit. Though I'm surprised you're up this early.
Yeah, I felt that I should be up bright and early to get the day's errands completed in an orderly fashion.
I see.
Been getting a good rhythm lately. I'm gonna head out in a few, but I'm just wanna make sure that I got everything right before I leave.
Hey, Pit. Is it alright if I ask you something? I've been keeping a close eye on you for a while, and lately you've been acting strange. Is there something you're not telling me?
Huh? No, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. I mean, even though I'm a general now, it doesn't mean everything is suddenly easier, am I right? I'm a little tired, not gonna lie. But it's nothing I haven't dealt with before. Why are you looking at me like that?
Pit, you're not good at lying. You're practically wearing the stress on your shoulders like a neon "kick me" sign. Something else is bothering you. I can tell.
No, really, it's just the errands.
Pit.
It's just the errands, Lady Palutena. It's just the errands. I should prepare for my run. Excuse me. Come on. Keep it together, Pit. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She's gonna know eventually. Oh, what am I doing? Why did I think this was a good idea? All this for one trophy? It's gonna get me killed. Did I interrupt something? Huh? What? Pitu? How'd you get in my room? You left the window open. What are you doing here? I figured I'd check up on you. I sensed that something was up, so I figured you were having another episode or something. Gee, I'm sure feeling the concern. I could just leave now. No, wait! I kinda do need someone to talk to right now. I don't think I'm cut out for this. The stress is too much. I don't want Lady Palutena to know about that, of course. I'm doing the best I can to keep everything in order, but the looming fear of someone finding out is just too much. Then stop worrying about whether or not people will find out. That's easier said than done, Pitu! I'm treading on thin ice right now. And it doesn't really help that I've been doing these errands literally every second of every day. Day in and day out. Day in and day out. Over and over and over and over and over. Hey, just calm down, Pit. You calm down! I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. You seriously need a break. Like, now. Yeah. You're right.
Pit, are you okay? I heard you yell... oh!
I
Didn't think I'd see you again after so long. How have you been?
I'm fine, I guess.
That's good. Now, what exactly is going on here?
Nothing. I was just... Never mind.
Jeez, if I'd known he was going to be like this, I should have introduced myself sooner, right, Dappy?
Duppy? You better shut your mouth right now.
Dappy's a cool nickname just like his actual name. I came up with it myself.
I see you two are good. We are not friends.
We're totally friends.
No, we're not.
Totally are. Hi, my name is Spark. Dappy gave me that name.
Aw,
It's good to see that you finally opened up to someone, Pitu.
I'm only introducing Spark so he can get out of my hair. He's annoying.
Huh? I don't want to stay with this lame old angel. He's too nice.
Too nice? Looks like he can tell the difference between us. Unlike some people. We're the exact same person! No, we're not. Yes, we are. Name one thing about me that's the same. Literally your entire appearance. Well, at least I don't look like I gained weight over time. Hey! That's sensitive.
You have been eating more than usual, Pit. Is it because I work you too hard?
What? No! I'm fine, Lady Palutena. I've just been stress eating. I'm not stress eating!
You look real stressed out, though.
It's just the errands.
You know, I've been thinking. Maybe you should take the day off, Pit.
Huh? Are you sure, Lady Palutena? I'm still up to...
Trust me, Pit. You don't look so good.
Is it really that obvious?
Yes.
Yeesh, no hesitation. Alright, I'll take a break.
You should hang out with Pit too and his little friend for now. Get some fresh air and whatnot. You've been working hard and I can't thank you enough for that, Pit. You deserve a break. I'll handle it from here.
Oh, you're welcome, Lady Palutena. I try my best. Oh, brother. Well, we're off. See you later, Lady Palutena.
Have fun and stay safe!
Let's see. So, what do you two want to do? Well, I'm in the mood to just stay here.
Same.
You guys don't explore or anything? Already did that yesterday.
That's how we met each other.
He was stalking me.
Jeez, you don't have to put it that way.
Maybe I should chill like you guys are doing. Didn't Palutena say that she was going to take care of things? Yeah, but I can't help it. It's my duty to make sure I get things done around here. Not today, you aren't. Just relax. Alright.
Let's play, Dappy.
Play?
Yeah, I want to play with you. Come on, let's play. You know how to play, right? Oh, I know. Let's play tag. I poke you and say tag, and then you have to say it back to me.
Fine. Fine. I'll play tag, I guess.
Yay! Looks like you're finally awake.
Huh? Oh. Hey, Spark. How long was I out?
All day.
What? I wasted an entire day sleeping? You've earned it. You've been through a lot, so you deserve some rest. Pitu. I can tell from your eyes that you want to go back to sleep, don't you? Yeah. I do. I really do. Well, don't let it stop you. This is your break after all. Do whatever you wish. Just don't think you're welcome here anytime you want. I'll keep that in mind.
You think Pit's gonna be okay, Dappy?
Honestly, I don't know. But I'm doing the best I can to at least keep him on track. I have no choice. Because without me, he probably would have gone off the rails a long time ago.
You're a good guy. You know that, right?
I try.